He's going round the clock, indicting relentlessly. Keeps on going with his habit, like the Energizer rabbit. So George, before your battery dies, please pardon me. George, before your battery dies, please pardon me. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you indeed. Well, we are out of time.
The Mark Russell Comedy Special was produced by WNED Buffalo, which is solely responsible for its content. Funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by annual financial support from viewers like you. For an audio cassette of tonight's program, send a check or money order to Mark Russell Comedy Special, Program 1801, Box 4000, Buffalo, New York, 14240. Please do not send cash. Allow 6 weeks for delivery.
This is PBS. Improve your life with MPT. On Monday,
think positively. You have the power to choose your response to any given set of circumstances.
The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People with Stephen Covey. Then on Tuesday,
very few people can budget effectively, and I mean very few people. Very, very few. And those few who can, they're not fun people.
The Wealthy Barber. Learn how to take control of your life. Watch MPT. Monday, March 8th and Tuesday, March 9th, beginning at 10.
Next time on Nova, a stonemason and an archaeologist journey to Egypt to find out for themselves how the Great Pyramids were built. With an Egyptian crew and ancient methods, this odd couple works to solve one of the world's oldest mysteries by reconstructing this old pyramid.
My hair's gonna get crushed.
That's next time on Nova.
Tuesday, March 9th at 8 on MPT.
The world's most famous detective is back to back.
Nobody crosses me and gets the benefit.
So many have said so, yet here I am.
There's more to this than you think.
For 2 exciting hours of sensational secrets, ridiculous riddles, and peculiar puzzles, don't miss this double dose of mystery, the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes. Thursday, March 11th, beginning at 9 on MPT.
A legendary talent, a legendary performer, a legendary concert. Liza Minnelli, live from Radio City Music Hall.
Tonight at 9:30 on MPT.
This is member-supported MPT. This is PBS.
For Charlie Rose program transcripts, send $5 to InfoSource, P.O. Box 20049, Greeley Square Station, New York, New York, 10001. Please specify date and topic of show.
Star Hustler is brought to you by Sky and Telescope, the essential magazine of astronomy.
Some people hustle pool. Some people hustle cars. But have you ever heard about the man who hustles stars? Jack Horkheimer, Star Hustler, director of the Miami Space Transit Planetarium.
Our episode for this week, Monday, March 1st through Sunday, March 7th, is biggest, brightest, closest full moon of 93 to bring us highest tides of the year next week.
And now here to tell you all about tonight's sky and the biggest show of all, the universe, your Star Hustler, Jack Horkheimer.
Greetings, greetings, fellow stargazers, and yes, indeed, you heard me right. We can expect the highest tides of the entire year next week on Monday, March 8th, because of 2 celestial occurrences that will happen only 46 minutes apart from each other. You see, at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or your local equivalent, Monday the 8th, our nearest neighbor in space, the moon, will reach its closest point to the Earth for the entire year and will be only 221,000 miles away. But then, only 46 minutes later, at 4:46 a.m., the moon will become precisely full. And these two occurrences coupled together will cause what could become disastrously high tides. Let me explain. Now, most of you already know that the major factor that causes our Earth's tides is the moon's gravitational pull, and that whenever it is in a direct line with the sun, the sun's gravitational pull is added to it, resulting in higher tides than usual. Now, since the moon is in a direct line with the sun twice a month at each full moon and new moon, we always have 2 days of the month when tides are higher than usual. And we call these tides spring tides, which has nothing to do with the season of spring, but simply means that the tides spring higher, like a spring being released. Contrary-wise, at time of first and last quarter moon, when the moon is 90 degrees out of line with the sun in relation to our Earth, the sun and the moon do not pull together. And we experience what we call neap tides, which are the least dramatic of the months. But the strength of the tides is also controlled by other factors, one of which is the distance of the moon from our Earth. The farther away the moon, the weaker the tide. The closer, the stronger. You see, our moon varies its distance from us during the month by many, many thousands of miles. But the moon's distance and its phases are not dependent upon each other. So, every once in a while, it is possible that the moon can turn full at the same time it reaches its closest point to Earth. And whenever that happens, watch out, because then super high tides are on the agenda. And that watch-out date is next Monday, March 8th, when the moon will not only be full, but will also, just coincidentally, be at its closest to Earth for the entire year, and thus will exert its greatest gravitational pull for the entire year. And you'll see the difference not only in the tides, but in the moon itself, for it will actually look bigger and brighter than any other night of this year. 14% brighter and bigger, in fact, than the farthest and the smallest full moon of this year on September 30th, when it will be 31,000 miles farther away. So, get out your hip boots for the biggest, brightest, closest, and wettest full moon of 93. And remember to bail as you keep looking up.
Educators, science teachers, if you would like a free copy of Star Hustler to use in classrooms and science clubs, contact NASA Corps, 15181 Route 58 South, Oberlin, Ohio, 44074.
Sky and Telescope is pleased to offer absolutely free to viewers of Star Hustler the $4 Beginner's Guide to Stargazing, Backyard Astronomy. For your free copy, simply send your name and address to Backyard Astronomy, Post Office Box 9111H, Belmont, Massachusetts, 02178. Only one copy per address allowed.